Hello, welcome back to Tween Book Talks. My name is Whitney, and I'm back with a couple new graphic novels. Because October is approaching, I'm already in the Halloween spooky mood, and so these books are going to kind of reflect that. They're all about witches. They're not too scary or too spooky, but they're full of magic and fun, and I hope you enjoy them. So actually, let's get started. The first one is called The OK Witch by Emma Steinkellner. The OK Witch follows Moth Hush. Yes, her name is Moth Hush. It's a really cool name. And she's a pretty ordinary girl, but she is quirky and she's obsessed with everything spooky and witches and spells and that kind of thing. So needless to say, her favorite holiday is Halloween. Same. But she can't wait for Halloween because then she gets to dress up as her favorite character, which is a witch. But this Halloween, she actually discovers that she has real magic, and she discovers this by some bullies picking on her and her magic helping her out with that. Not intentionally, but it helps her. And she also finds out that her family is actually from a long line of witches as well, and her mother is a witch, but she's also over 700 years old, so she's not who she thought she was at all. And so this follows the story of Moth trying to figure out like her family's history about learning magic, about spells, when her mother doesn't want her to. But she also lives in a town called Founder's Bluff, who has a very dramatic history with witches. Basically, they don't like witches and they don't want anything to do with them. But soon Moth finds out that her family's kind of in the center of that drama. And so it kind of follows her figuring that out, as well as like the past and the history and why her mother hates magic so much. So it's really good. I really like the graphics. Let me kind of show you a page here. But yeah, the graphics are really fun and it's full of diverse characters, which I love. That's always good to see. Definitely one to check out. The OK Witch. Okay, so one more, also about witches. This one's called The Witches of Brooklyn, and this one is by Sophie Escabas. The Witches of Brooklyn follows Effie, who unfortunately had recently just lost her mother in the book. And she's been bounced around from some foster care families until they can find like a relative to help take her. They eventually find her aunt, who is an aunt of her. Her mother and her aunt were actually just stepsisters, but that's her only living relative, and who's actually quite a bit older. So their first meeting, neither are very happy to see each other, and neither are very happy about the arrangement because none of them, they don't really know each other as family. So needless to say, their first meeting did not go well. But after a little bit, and with the help of her aunt's best friend who also lives there, they decide that it's best for her to stay and go to school. And once Effie does go to school, she finds a couple best friends that help her fit in and feel at home in Brooklyn. But Effie also finds out, similar to Moth, that she has magic. She finds out when her fingertips start to glow randomly, and she freaks out thinking she's dying. So she goes and tells her aunt, and her aunt immediately reassures her that she's not dying, and she knows that because her aunt and her best friend are actually witches themselves. And in their home, they actually, that's where they work as well. They call themselves herbalists and like acupuncturists, but it's also under the guise of they make potions, like healing potions and that kind of stuff that they sell. So Effie kind of goes through trying to figure that out and trying to fit in and dealing with the fact that her mother died and how can she use magic, you know, to help other people. And in the book, she ends up helping someone that she actually really admires a lot. So that's really good for her. This one, the graphics are really cool as well. Kind of show you a little sneak peek here. Also diverse characters with this one. This one's really fun too. So yeah, the Witches of Brooklyn, you guys should check this one out too. So any of them you can check out from the library. You can put them on hold, probably the best way to do it, from our website at mld.org. And if you haven't heard about our new home delivery service, if you live in Meridian, we will deliver books to your home. And if you go online to put something on hold, you can just put like their drop-down menu and pick home delivery instead of like the pickup location, and then we'll deliver it to your home. So super easy peasy. I hope you guys enjoyed these books that I shared with you, and I hope you'll check them out. I will see you guys next time.